Gav. Na, mindjárt gondoltam, hogy Gav is akar még.
You all right?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, I'll let the little tykes
Eda az,
know they were welcome in
aki
their new
ugye
homes
ott
like...
a faluba találtunk meg egyedüli túlélőként.
The problem is that Eda's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Készíteni akar valamit a
Is there anything I can do to help?
szüléshez, vagy szülésre.
You know, there just might...
All right then. What exactly are we making?
Mit csinál?
A good luck charm. But not just
Jó
any
szerencse
good luck charm.
talizmánt.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching.
Oké.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye.
Nem volt
I was gonna
ami...
start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call.
Na jó,
You're a
nem.
good friend,
Azt
Clive.
hittem, hogy a mi
I won't forget this.
csokobomból kell szerezni egy toljút, de akkor nem. A mi madarunk is ez is nem. Én is erre gondoltam, Hirx. Konkrétan ez jutott eszembe. Azt mondja, speak with the merchants in Martha's Rest. Jó, akkor Martha's Resthez kell menni. És az ottani kereskedőkkel kell beszélgetni. Én is azt hittem, hogy egyszerűbb lesz itt a megoldás.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver near some guide hovel. Not most took him for a braggart and a lot.
We'll see.
Jó, bocsánat, hogy ezt így pörgetem, de... Miért mondtad ezt a nevet? Mit mondtam? Mit mondtam már megint? Úristen. Ja. Márta. Értem. Aj, de hülye vagy.
What are you after?
Gyere ide, Hirx, gyere. De hülye vagy. Istenem.
There you go.
Igen.
That all, is it?
Berögződés, értem. Jó, kivel kell még itt beszélnem? A jó ég áldjon meg, videójáték, haladjunk már. Milyen kereskedő van még itt? Az nem volt kereskedő, akivel az előbb beszélgettem? Marta?
Good to see you.
Téged is.
Give
Csumi.
the others my regards.
Átadom mindenféleképpen, igen. Fönt van valaki, kivel kell beszélni? Vagy lehet beszélni? Nem tudom, kivel kell beszélni. Úristen, nehogy már ezzel menjen az időm, hogy itt keresgélem a kereskedőket. Meghűlsz.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy.
Ott van a másik. Jó. Oké, 2. Szevasz.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies.
But
Was a silver...
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oké. 2. Ő gyümölcsökkel kereskedik. Luka. Na.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Nem fáj. Ő lesz. Harmadik. Hello?
how do, traveler?
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver
If that's the case, rumors are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows.
Hát ez malac.
Many are still out
És
there.
ez
I
egy
reckon they'll be
malac
doing their
ember.
damnedest not to be
A
discovered.
szószparkból jött.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Igen, és akkor úgy játsz, ugye?
Silver
Hogy a
chocobo
német...
sighted in the hills near Rhiannon Tride.
Ó, te rohadt élet. Oda kell mennünk. Jó, már úton
Sounds
vagyok.
almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here,
Megkeressük. A lény nem kell nekünk, elég csak a tolla. Tehát, hogyha megkeressük, hogy hol fészkel, vele nem kell összetűzésbe kerülnünk, elég, ha csak egy tojút a fészkiből elhozunk. Kérdezném én, hogy a mi csokobonk akkor milyen színű? Fehér? Hello, szavaztok cső. Nem sikerült átugranom ezt a barikádot. Hello, hello. Igen, itt vannak ilyen bugok.
all right. Tracks. They weren't left by bandits, Frecce.
Hé, hogy megyek oda le? Ah, itt.
Straight home now.
Aha, aha. Oké. Hű, ott van a nyoma. Ott van a lábnyoma a földbe. Az is lehet, hogy Tyrannosaurus.
More
Nem lehet
tracks.
tudni. Nagyon veszélyes. Az ezüst
A chocobo
csokobó.
was here. And recently.
Talán még mindig itt van. Talán már magam sem tudom, hogy jó ötlet volt-e egyáltalán, de ennyire végigpergetni így a játékot, hogy mindent is megcsinálunk.
I
De
don't
most
hear
már
anything.
belemegyünk. Ott van a tojú. Köszönöm szépen. Meg is van, meg is van.
Well, I'll be damned.
Nem leszünk átkozottak. Áldottak leszünk. Hello? Barát. No balhé, no balhé. Lehet, hogy... Ketten vannak.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you.
Nem bánt.
Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you.
Köszike.
Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Nincsen harc, nem bántjuk őket. Jó, vissza kell vinni Gavnek a cuccot. Úgy. Nem bánt. Csokobó nem bánt.
It was no trouble.
Na, ez itt már a másik csávó elkezd dicsekedni Gavnek.
Clive, you back?
Visszatértem,
How'd you get
igen.
on?
Any luck, you say?
Itt a cucc. Nesze.
Crystal's crack. Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Hát egy vadászisten vagyok, na. És most elmondjuk a sztorit, nem kell elmondani, senkit nem érdekel.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me, like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Na és elkészült a cuccál. Oda néz! Hát elképesztő.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Elkészült a cucc. Igen. Beszélnünk kell Eddával. Vele nem énekelni szoktak? A gyengélkedőm van, nem? Igen. Edda! Gyere, énekeljünk egy nótát.
Ah, milord.
Milord!
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
we did. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way.
Mindjárt vagyok, pillanat, csak fontos üzenet van közben.
A baby. To let them know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, milords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Nagy iszások lesznek itt. Gev romantikázik. Körbevettük az Eddát. De ez jó.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
Ez hülye.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or
Teljesen be van nyomva a csávó. Ez egy tipikus, hogy tudjátok, amikor részegen jön ki belőled a sztori.
You finished?
Ő már nem szomjas.
Maybe.
Do you know why You're our best scout. Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon?
Hát
Who
ez
was
az.
it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Testvérek vagyunk, Gav.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Hát jót iszogattunk egyet Gavvel. Ezt ki kellett volna írni, hogy
I
másnap
may have had
reggel.
one too many.
Igen.
you may have had 10 too many.
Kicsit túl sokat nyomod.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Micsoda barátság. Micsoda barátság. Na, akkor elvileg ez is megvan. Silver linings. Linings. Displays Clive Chamber. Nagyon jó. Akkor pipa. És elviekben azaz egy darab küldetésünk van. Gav jó arc. Ja, abszolút. Joshua küldetése maradt hátra. A mellékküldetéseink sorozatából, amire gondoltam, hogy mondjuk olyan 9-ig befejezünk mindent, de nem úgy tűnik, de semmi baj.
Nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained.
Tehát elvileg lehet, hogy megtalálták a faternak a végrendeletét, vagy mi?
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Hogy ne csatlakoznánk?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Mehetünk. Hova kell menni? Kivel kell beszélni? Cyrillel kell beszélni. Aha. Ő pedig azt hiszem itt volt Taborban, ja, bent ott a izéből. Repubomra mindent kiszedtél? Szerintem az utolsó hiányzik, de azt most meg akarom csinálni az összes mellékülőt, és akkor utána szerintem akkor lesz meg az is. Itt van Cyril, nem? Bent. Igen.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, You found a letter from father?
Yes, I have it here.
Aha, nál van. Cool.
If you would do us the honor, my lord.
My beloved sons, I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure the future of our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall into you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an order's inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for you both, your father.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
Igen, mielőtt
What are
elindultunk a
these
Phoenix
plans
Gate-be.
he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the Blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering his grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, your grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Oké. El kell mennünk az archívumba. Azt mondja, speak with the Archduke Elwyn aides in the Requitory. De az ugyanitt van. Ott fent, aha. Csókolom?
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you.
Igen?
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields.
Nagyon jó.
Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift.
egy ajándékkal.
I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Bízta meg a
Lift up
fater,
your
hogy
head, Lady
ő
Godetha.
adja ide.
You have
Igen.
our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed
Igen.
it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
Szóval egy barátságkarkötőt örököltünk a fatertól.
It was
Világos.
your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Godetha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to
Szóval
slay
egy
it
griffet
in
kell
his stead,
levadásznunk?
as men of House Rosfield?
Stedoline. Ha jól olvasom, köszi szépen a követést, üdvi,
What say
hello,
you,
hello.
Joshua?
What else?
Mehet, levadászom én a griffet. Na, hova kell menni? 330 lépés, yard, akármi. Aha. Oda. Mehetünk. Jó, mondjuk miután már az összes huntot levadáztuk, ez a griff talán nem fog kifogni rajtunk. Én azt gondolom. Aztán ki tudja, lehet, hogy majd mindjárt most jó megrak a játék. De azért csak nem.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Gyere Joshua, gyújtsuk meg ezt a gonosz valamit. Griffet, bocsánat, nem valami, griff. Kivéve, ha SS tier lesz. Na amúgy igen. Amúgy azzal én nem is számoltam, hogy ilyen lehetséges. De ketten vagyunk Joshuával, úgyhogy egy ilyen SS tisztet... Oh. Itt van ő. És nem a bomba nő. Simurg néven fut. Most lefagyasztjuk. Mert a... Hopp, jaj. Szép volt. Szép volt. Azt pont mellé tettem? Akkor majd így. Mint egy gépfegyver ropogása. Olyan hangja van. achievementet meg én kaptam. Ja, ebben már megint belementem, hogy a rohadt élet. Ő még betűt se kapott, igen. Jó. Erről nem volt szó? Meghalt. Ott a Hearthstone, 2 darab. Nagyon jó. Oké, és ezt vissza kell vinni a csajhoz. Yes, vissza kell vinni hozzá. Irány a tábor. Köszi a GG-t, köszi. Nagyságrendileg egy olyat segítsetek majd, hogy a fősztori az mennyi idő így innen majd. Nyilván végig fogjuk most már nyomni, tehát hogy túlórázok egy picit szívesen, vagy nem picit, gondolom, ezért egy óra legalább lesz. Csak hogy így nagyjából köbö, ha tudjátok.
The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Oké, köszi Hirx.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your
Akkor jól
father
gondoltam
described it.
köböre.
Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly.
Kreditet
If you
nem
would
számoltad?
excuse me,
Ezt végig
I
kell
shall have the
várni?
stone cut and set forthwith.
Nem lehet lenyomni? Mindegy, már kiderül, ha eljutunk odáig, előbb el kell jutni. Ugye first you have to finish, ahogy a Forma 1-ben szokás mondani.
Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds
Előbb legyek
between
finn.
you.
Finnugor. It's a message.
Bocs.
Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand.
Na mit nem
The
értesz, Joshua?
Undying told me that after father died, mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future.
Szóval ő volt a Vaultnak, a kincstárnak a őre, ezért a muter nem tudta lenyúlni a cuccot.
It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that his Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, On behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your grace, for coming back to
Az
us,
komoly.
for giving my service meaning.
Az komoly.
The bands suit you well.
Ezt honnan látja?
It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
De most nézem a kezeiket, milyen
If
armband
you
van
would permit
rajtuk,
me to
hogy
play
így
my
egyből
part a
kiszúrta a
little
Cyril.
longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay your father a visit?
I think we should. I was
Akkor még
hoping to be able to offer him
ellátogatunk
my
a
thanks
faternak a sírjához.
before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril.
Csípőre kellett tenni a kezét, nagyon fontos volt.
Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Oké. Akkor... el kell jönnünk egész pontosan oda. Ó, te jó ég, és ez a legközelebbi. Jó, megyünk. Igen, a Fatának volt sütni valója, sejtette, hogy az asszony csak egy goldigger. Hát, ott a játék legelején az a jelenet kettőjük között elég sokat elárult, hogy amúgy milyen a viszony kettőjük között.
To have overcome father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain.
Inkább az a kérdés, hogy merül föl bennem, hogyha a Fater ilyen jellem volt amúgy, meg ennyire jó arc volt, hogy a viharos péknek a pömpölőjébe tudta ez a nő elcsábítani. Értitek?
It's just back there.
Be safe.
Ó, itt van a sírja.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night
Ja,
Phoenix
abszolút.
Gate that I realized
Ez igaz, Hirx. Ja.
I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Elviszi a fater sisakját. Haló? Ott volt mögötte? Úgy éreztem, mintha ott állna mögötte. Láttátok?
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
Jöjjön hát
And to a new beginning.
a vég. És azzal egy új kezdet. És mennyire jó, hogy ezt hagytuk elvileg a mellékületésekből, elvileg utolsónak. Mennyire jól jön ki, nem? Display, és ezt a sisakot fogja kirakni oda. No, akkor... Joshua has joined Craft Party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Hoppá! Velünk marad. Velünk marad. Ne! Ne! Te szemét! Melyik küldött levelet? Hogy rohanna rád a mennyezet? Még egy mellékküldetés. Reméljük csak egy. Vége van egyszer a mellékküldetéseknek amúgy ebbe a játékba? Hogy rohadna meg. Pedig ez így milyen jól jött volna ki, de akkor nem véletlenül tették ezt oda, tehát hogy eddig ez nem volt elérhető, tehát hogy lehet, hogy ez... Mindegy. Mi a helyzet itt? 1, 2, 3 hiányzik? Kicsit tele lett itt a izé, mi? Na mi... Hideaway welcome, Gav, igen. The Wages of Fate, Joshua, igen. Concern for Jill. Ezt Joshua hagyja ezt a küldetést. Okay.
If Joshua was worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Itt van, mert nem van itt mellettünk, de mindegy. Na mi van már, vegyem el, még mielőtt elindulunk a küldetésre? Mit akarsz, Joshua? Vagy én intézem Jill-el a dolgokat, te ne akarja beleszólni. Mondjad, mi van?
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her. Now more than ever. That you still need her. How to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
Igen, anakron valahogy úgy.
A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
It seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that...
Okay.
True. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Hát, Joshua, akkor már bent lenne a szobába a jány. Na mindegy, el kell mennünk a hegyekbe, bábé. Ó, hála Istennek viszonylag közel van. Amikor már így pörgetnéd, érted a dolgot, akkor így megörülsz annak, hogy csak így a szomszéd kell ide bekanyarodnod. Hát itt már nincsen nagyon olyan virág, ezek szerintem meghótak.
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Ez még úgy kell a legvégén egy ilyen... Menj ide, menj oda, menj ide, menj oda.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
MMO-ba érzem magam, és nem annyira kedvelem az MMO-kat, csak mondom. Pont emiatt, ami most történik. De ez már a vége. Ez már a vége. Már a vége, te rohadt szemét. Na. Mondjátok, hogy ez már a vége. Az én idegrendszeremnek is a vége lassan. Hol van a virág? Azt mondd meg. Cső.
I need your advice.
Segítség kell hóvirág, vagy mi?
Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the sea. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right.
Akkor a Royális Meadowhoz kell menni.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sembrak.
The fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows.
Mehetünk. Jó, akkor most megyünk a Royal Meadowba. Virágot keresünk, gyerekek, virágot keresünk. Jó. Ott fogunk keresni virágot. Jesus Christ. Azért azt nem gondoltam volna, hogy így... És ezt mondjuk nagyon ajánlom, hogy valami nagyon megható jelenet legyen a vége, mert amúgy ott a tesóval való küldetés, meg a fater fateros örökség, vagy mi tudsz után, ez most így nem annyira látom, hogy mennyire adna hozzá így a dologhoz, de persze, ez már tényleg az utolsó, oké. Kitartok, ne aggódj. Mondom, egy kicsit azt hittem, hogy hamarabb végzünk ezzel az egész hókamókával itt a mellékküldetések terén. Hát belecsatintottunk 3 óra 40 percet konkrétan, ha jól látom, 3:50-et, 4 órát mellékküldetésekbe, és még most jön még egy kellemes... De ne akarj megtámadni, mert nagyon nem fogsz jól járni.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Felgyorsítjuk.
Ready, girl? Fly, Ambrosia.
Túljöttünk. Ott vannak lenn, nem? Az lesz az. Ha egyáltalán oda lentre kell menni. Vigyázz! Mert hogy azt mondta, hogy a coastline. Jaj. Brother! Gyújtsuk fel itt az ellenséget. Gyere, brother! Nagyon jó, és ott vannak a virágok. Mi történik? Torgál. Mi jön? Egy Minotaurus.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Semmi gond. Na jó, ez egy picit gond. Csak ennyi. És még új ellenségeket bedobok. Nyomod.
Slow.
That's meghalt. Valamit csinálhat már Joshua amúgy. Csak mondom. De már nem kell. Minotaur main. Ügy.
That was harder than I expected.
That's what she said.
But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Oké, akkor elhozzuk ide Jill-t ezek szerint. Én örülnék, ha Joshua nem lenne itt amúgy, tehát hogy nem semmi tríszam meg ilyesmi. Jó? Légy szíves.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you.
Gondolatolvasó a fiú.
You and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Jó, akkor Jill-lel kell beszélni. Kiírja nekem, hogy return to the hideaway and speak with Jill, de úgy adja vissza a játék, hogy a hideaway-be vagy. Ok. A teraszon van a kedves. Kedvesem?
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is?
Viselkedj!
And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
Okay.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough.
Oh,
We've
nagyon
been worried about
szép.
you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line.
Huh.
No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
A muter már a kiházasítását tervezte szegény Jillnek.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Jó a kilátás, ahogy ott egy kis castello, kis virágszedés, kutymutya szélén ott heverészik, tiszta idilli. Koszorút készített, oda néz.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come.
Indeed.
That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
Na,
Don't know.
nem tudja. Majd én megmondom. Majd én megmondom. Vidéki kisház.
Not here though.
Mehet.
I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small.
Jó
I
ét,
need
Matt
some
Real.
space
Hello, hello.
to spread my wings.
then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Elmúlt 10 óra. Pont elmúlt 10 óra, és úgy gyönyörű időzítés, Clive, így kell csinálni. Tudtad, hogy mikortól lehet a smaci.
There was much good at Garland's, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive,
Ah,
for this, the flowers,
jaj, a fiatalság.
everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
No. Nice. Dul à l'amour. Igen?
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Együtt. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ra-ta-ta. Na, ez is megvan. És akkor megkaptuk ezt a Shiva's Kiss. Reduces a diamond dust cooldown. Wow. Nice. Jó. És akkor elvileg szerintem a Hideaway-be vissza is visz minket a játék, ha tippelnem kéne. De... ugye nem. Jill has drawn crap remaining video. Jó, most már mindenki az én partimban van, nagyon örülök neki. Viszont... nincs több. Nincs több. Nincs. Ó, igen, baby. Ó, igen. Még visszamegyünk, megnézzük a kis asztalt. Hölgyeim és uraim, és akkor megindulunk. Megindulunk a végjáték irányába. Nincs több. Nincs több. Még hogy fölvesszük a izét. Mikor ittam utoljára? Az előbb itt, amikor éppen összejöttek egy kis smacingra.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Add
Your
ide az
benefactors
izét,
are a generous lot.
hogy
All yours.
minden careful whispers. Minden is
Come
megvan.
again. I may have
Sure.
more for you.
Hunt is minden megvan. Minden mellékületés megvan. Megnézzük a szobába, hogy mi a szitu. Ja, megvásárolok még ilyen HP töltőt, hogy legyen.
It's a dangerous world out there.
Mármint nem eladni akarok, hanem vásárolni. 2 ilyet.
Cannot find a better price than
2
that.
ilyet.
Finished, are you?
Abszolút finished. Igen, ott levelet is kaptunk valamit. Azt még megnézzük. The greatest gift. Egymásnak mi vagyunk a greatest gift, Jill. Ez a lényeg. És... 2 dolog, valami hiányzik. Fixen át vagyok verve. Fixen át vagyok verve. Reméljük az a fősztoriból jön. Na jó! Hát hölgyeim és uraim, mindenkinek köszönöm a kitartást és a türelmet. Megy a fősztori és a végjáték. Csak tele lett az asztal. Milyen achievementek hiányoznak? Hát én nem tudom. Azt hiszem a Doki csajjal kell beszélni, hogy kapjál valamit az asztalra. Aha. Doki csajjal. Akkor beszélek vele. 2 hiányzik, nem tudom, hogy mi az a 2. A Doki csaj az Informerin van, gondolom én. Tarja?
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
Köszi. Köszi, Chad.
What's this?
És az utolsó, az a fősztoriból van?
Medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary,
Az utolsót challenge-ből fogod megkapni.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed.
Icon challenge teljesítésért járna. Oké, akkor azt hagyjuk.
Try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigo all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take... Besides, who else is going to...
Who indeed?
Jó, és akkor elvileg tőle kapunk most egy medicine chestet, ami szintén kikerül a szobába, jajaja. Na jó! Akkor egy hiány 20, ugye, ahogy ezt szokás mondani. Meg kell csinálni a 7 oszlopot. Hát azt majd, az már most nem lesz. Most már menjünk a fősztorival. Szerintem tovább. Ugye itt ennél a Stone-nál kell megcsinálni mindent, és akkor tudjuk megkapni az utolsó memória izét oda.